أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everybody to today's class. Jazakumullah for arriving early and on time. So in our today's lesson, we are going to focus on a new rule that is reading with light nasal sound. The rule is Ikhfa Mim Sakin. So we're going to have a look at this new rule and we're going to practice all the rules that we've learned before. Also, we're going to do a new chapter today. This is chapter 105, Surah Al-Fil. So this is what we are going to do in our today's lesson. Before we start with our lesson, let's just go through the etiquettes of the classroom. So I hope that you have all done wudu, your heads are covered. Please check that your video icon has a red line across it, your video cameras are off. Please do not use raise hand unless asked by a teacher. Please make sure that you have logged in with your correct ID. If not, you might be removed and put into the waiting room. So please make sure that you have logged in with your correct ID. If not, please rename yourselves. All right, so let's begin with our class now. So we're going to start our class with the opening prayer. Assalamu alaikum, support teacher.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good.
That's good. So can I please have a student for the opening prayer, please?
Sure. Our first Nasra is N8408.
N8408. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
Tiku.
Alhamdulillah, that's good. So can you please recite this opening prayer for me? And please start with your 1,000 tasmiyah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي
رب اشرح لي
رب اشرح لي
صدري
صدري
ويسر لي
يسر لي
أمري Let's do it one more time. رب اشرح لي
رب اشرح لي
صدري
صدري
ويسر لي
ويسر لي
أمري.
أمري.
Jazakumullah. And can you read the translation for me as well, please?
Expand my mind and make my task easy for me.
All right. Jazakumullah. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz.
Hafiz.
All right. So we're going to follow the same pattern as we've been doing for the past week. So we're going to start our lesson. Our first part of the lesson is going to be the revision of all the chapters that we have done so far. And we are going to incorporate all the rules that we have learned so far and try and do a good recitation of all the chapters. So I've got 5 chapters with me, and we're going to try and cover all these 5 chapters in the first part of our lesson, and we're going to make sure that we remember all the rules and we try and put them in our recitation. So so the first chapter I've got is Surah Al-Nasr, chapter 110. So support teacher, can I have a student, please?
Our next student is A7395.
A7395. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. So again, we're going to start with the recitation of the previous chapters that we have done, chapters that we did last week, and we're going to make sure that we apply all the rules that we have learned so far. So just try and keep as many as you can remember. Just try and keep them in your mind, and try and put them when you're reciting the chapter, okay?
Okay.
So start reciting whenever you're ready, and please start with your 1,000 tasmiyah. Jazakumullah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر إنه كان توابا.
All right, Jazakumullah. Just to point out a few things that last week we did the thickness of raw rule. So remember, whenever we have letter raw and we have a fatha or a dhamma stroke on top of it, or if there is raw sakin present and there is a fatha or a dhamma stroke before it, we keep the sounds thick and heavy for the letter raw.
Okay.
So remember, whenever you're reading raw throughout and you find fatha and dhamma on top of it, or if it's raw sakin and you find a fatha and dhamma before it, then you're supposed to keep the sounds thick and heavy. Then over here, remember, huruf madda, alif is a huruf madda, so we need to prolong the sound for 2 seconds. Again, over here, we have the extra long stretch, so the timing is 4 to 5 seconds. Just keep in mind the timings for all the rules. Over here, we have majestic lam. So we're again supposed to keep the sound thick and heavy. Remember, majestic lam is whenever there's lam mushaddad present. And before that, we have a dhamma or a fatha stroke. We keep the sound thick and heavy. Over here, again, we have noon mushaddad. Remember the gunna rule. We're supposed to prolong the sound for 2 seconds. So these are the few things that you just need to keep in mind. When you're reciting, just try and keep all the rules that you've learned so far in mind and try and incorporate them into your recitation.
Okay.
Other than that, it was pretty good. Jazakumullah. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz.
Allah.
Allah Hafiz. All right, so we're going to move on to the next chapter now. I've got Surah Al-Kafirun, chapter 109. So, support teacher, can I have another student, please?
Next Nasra is N8367.
N8367. Assalamu alaikum. N8367.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm well. How are you?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. So I hope you remember as many rules as possible. And we're going to practice this chapter now, Surah Al-Kafirun, and just try and incorporate as many as you can remember into your recitation.
Okay.
And please start whenever you're ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد ما تعبدون ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد ولا أنا أعبد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عابدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين.
MashaAllah, very well read. Very nice recitation. Just to point out a few small things. So last week you were taught the rule of ikhfa and izhar.
Yeah.
So last week when you were taught about ikhfa noon sakin, remember you're supposed to do the izhar only when you have 6 letters, that is hamza, ha, ain, ha, ghain, kha, or if there is letter ba. If those letters are not present, any other letter, if any other letter is present after noon sakin, we're supposed to do the ikhfa. So remember, when we're doing the ikhfa, we produce a bit of nasal sound for 2 seconds. Tum. Good, well done. Over here, remember alif, haruf madda. So whenever we have alif after a fatha stroke, we prolong the sound for 2 seconds. And over here we have Mim Mushaddad. So we're going to join this Tanween, Dammatain, with Mim Mushaddad, Abidum. And remember the Hunna rule. We prolong the sound for 2 seconds. Abidum.
Abidum.
Good, well done. And then over here, there is vertical fatha present. So again, we prolong the sound for 2 seconds. Abiduna.
Abiduna.
Well done. Other than that, your recitation was, mashallah, really good. So, well done.
Jazakallah.
Yeah. And Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
All right. So, we're going to move on to the next one now.
Basically.
So, we have Surah Al-Qasr over here, chapter 108. So, we're going to practice this one. So, support teacher, can I have another student, please?
Next tifl is A7413.
A7413, Assalamu alaikum. A7413, are you there? Okay, can we have another student, please?
A7372.
A7372, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. I'm fine, Alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. All right, so we're going to practice this chapter now, Surah Al-Qasr. Just a reminder, last week when you were taught this chapter, you were also taught the rule of Izhar Noon Sakin. So just remember a few letters that when you find them after Noon Sakin or Tanween, you do the Izhar instead of Ikhfa. So remember those letters are Alif, Hamza, Ain, Ha, Ghain, Kha, and also if there is letter Ba present after Noon Sakin, we produce Izhar sound. So there's no nasal sound. Okay?
Okay.
There's a clear sound of the letter and there's no nasal sound. So just try and keep that in mind when you're reciting this surah, as well as all the other rules that you've learned so far. And please start whenever you're ready.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أنا
Inna.
إنا أعطيناك الكوثر
Sorry, can you read that again, please?
أعطيناك الكوثر
All right.
فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر.
All right. Jazakumullah. Just to point out a few things. Remember, we did the thickness of raw rule. So whenever we have letter Ra with a fatha or dhamma stroke, we keep the sound thick and heavy. So remember, there are two letter Ra within our tasmiyah, and both of them have a fatha stroke on top of them. So remember, keep the sound thick for them. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Also, over here, there is a kasra stroke. So inna Noon Mushaddad. So we're going to do the Ghunna rule. Prolong the sound for 2 seconds. Inna. Over here, this was pretty good. Over here, this is not kusar. Kusar. This is kaw. This is harufilin. Remember the rule. You have a fatha stroke followed by waw sakin. So the sound is al-kawsar. So would you like to repeat that? Al-Kawsar.
Al-Kawsar.
Good. Inna a'tainakal kawsar.
Atoina Kalkosar.
Kawsar.
Kausar.
Good. Over here, lam mushaddad is present, so we're going to join swad with lam. Fasalli.
Fasalli.
Good. Again, letter ra with a fatha stroke. Li rabbika.
Lirab.
Li rabbika.
Lirabbika.
Good. And because there is no tashdid present on top of wow, we're not going to join kaf with wow. So li rabbika is one word, and then this is the another word. Li rabbika.
Lirabbika.
Wanhar.
Wanhar.
Remember, over here we have letter ha after noon sakin, and ha is ha letter, so we're not going to produce the nasal sound. Inna shani'aka huwal abtar.
Inna shani akahu wal abtar.
Good. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz. All right, so we're going to move on to the next chapter now. We have got Surah Al-Maun, chapter 107. Support teacher, can I have another student, please?
And 8402.
And 8402, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. So we're going to practice this chapter now. Just a reminder that last week when you were taught this chapter, you were told to focus on the tajdeed rule. Remember, you'll find a lot of mushaddad letters in this chapter, so keep in mind the timing and their sounds. So please start whenever you're ready.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدعو اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون.
All right, mashallah, jazakumullah, very nice recitation. Just pointed a few small things that again, letter ra is a thick and heavy letter. So you did follow the rule most of the times, but just somewhere you skipped it. So just keep that in mind. Also over here, letter ayn is a mushaddad letter. So we're going to emphasize on the shadda, on the letter. Yadu'u.
Yadu'u.
Good, because this is a mushaddad letter, so we're going to put some force on the letter. Yadu'u.
Yadu'u.
Yadu'ul yatim.
Yadu'ul yatim.
Good. And over here, letter ta is a thick and heavy letter, so keep the sound thick. Ta'amil.
Ta'amil.
Good. And again over here, letter swad is a thick letter. Lil musallin.
Lil musallin.
Good. Well done. Other than that, your recitation was really good. So keep it up. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz.
Dafis.
Allah Hafiz. All right. So we're going to move on to the last chapter that we have got so far. So we're going to practice this Surah Al-Quraysh. It's chapter 106. So support teacher, can I have another student, please? Sorry.
Next tifl is A7375.
A7375, Assalamu alaikum. A7375, are you there? All right, there seems to be some problems. So can I have another student, please?
I think I cannot unmute him due to some reasons. Okay. A7389.
A7389, Assalamu alaikum. A7389, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. All right, so we're going to practice Surah Al-Qur'an now. So just a reminder that last week when you were taught the surah, you were told to focus on the rule Ikhfa Noon Sakin. So whenever you have Noon Sakin and the letter after it is not one of these ha letters, you're supposed to do the Ikhfa, which is produce a slight nasal sound for 2 seconds. So try and keep that in mind when you're reciting the surah. And please start whenever you're ready.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إيلاف قريش إيلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف فليعبدوا رب هذا البيت الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف.
Read that again, one more time.
من خوف.
All right, mashallah. Very well read, really nice recitation. Just to point out a few little things. Again, letter Ra, a thick and heavy letter, thick sound. Over here, alif has a vertical kasra, so prolong the sound for 2 seconds, which you did correct later on. Letter Swad is a thick letter, was soif. Over here, we have letter Ta with a sukoon on top of it. So remember, letter Ta with a sukoon is one of the qalqala letters. So we're going to give a slight jerking sound. At-amahum.
Okay.
And over here, when you paused, for the first time when you paused, you did it correct. So you read it as Ju. You did not read the kasra then. When you paused for the second time, you read Ju'in. And then when you started the third time, you joined Ain with Wow when you were continuing. So when you're pausing, remember you're going to remove all the strokes and you're going to take as if there is sukoon present on top of it. Ju. Right? So when you did it the first time, you did it correct. So other than that, your recitation was really good, mashallah. So well done. Keep it up, and jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz. All right. So this was the first part of a lesson. We did the revision of all the rules that we have done so far and the chapters that we did last week. So now we're going to move on. Last week you were taught that whenever you have Mim Sakin present, and if there is no, if you have Noon Sakin present, so whenever you have a Mim Sakin present and the letter after it is not a Mim or not a ba, you produce a clear, distinct sound. So today I'm going to teach you a new rule. The new rule is that whenever you have Mim Sakin, but the next letter after it is letter ba, and you produce a slight nasal sound. So for example, over here you can see that there is Noon Sakin present, but actually we're not going to do, let's do this exercise over here. So as you can see over here, we have Mim Sakin present, but after this Mim Sakin, we have letter ba. So last week you were taught that when you have Mim Sakin, but there is no letter Mim or letter ba right after it, you produce a clear sound. So no nasal sound is produced. For example, over here, okay, I can't really find the example right now, so I'll just ignore it. But let's move on. So if you have letter Mim, Mim Sakin present, and the next letter after it is letter ba, we produce a slight nasal sound for 2 seconds. So if you have Mim Sakin as the last letter of first word, and the next word is starting with letter ba, whenever that happens, you're supposed to produce the nasal sound for 2 seconds. So when we're producing the Mim sound, the dry part of our lips, they join together to make the Mim sound, Mim. But when we are making the ba sound, the wet part of our lips, they join together, ba. So when we are doing that, this is how the sound is produced. But when we are producing the nasal sound over here, when we try and join the mi, him, bi, when we join Mim Sakin with the next letter, that is letter ba, and when we are producing the nasal sound, the wet part and the dry part, both the parts of our lips come into contact. So when we're just producing the Mim sound, we just use the dry part. When we're just producing the sound for ba, we just use the wet part. But when we are making this sound, where we are going to make a slight nasal sound, because there is Mim Sakin present, and right after it is letter ba, we use both the parts, the dry part and the wet parts. The mi, him, bi, him, bi. So both the parts get used. So that's what we're going to practice a bit over here in this exercise. So as we can see, anywhere, wherever we have Mim Sakin present and the next letter after it is letter ba, we produce the slight nasal sound for 2 seconds. Ayyuhum bizalika bisahirati. So this is what happens. And remember, both the dry part and the wet part of our lips get comes in contact to make the sound. So we're going to practice this exercise for a bit, and as you get into practice, you'll get used to the sound as well. So support teacher, can I have another student, please?
N8379.
N8379, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. So do you have any questions?
No.
All right, so we're going to start practicing this rule now. So over here, as we can see that at the end of the first word, we have Mim Sakin present, and the next letter is ba with a kasra, but the letter is ba. So we're going to produce the slight nasal sound. Tarmihim bihijaratin. Would you like to repeat after me, please? Tarmihim bihijaratin.
Tarmihim hijaratin.
Good. Ayyuhum bizalika.
Ayyuhum bizalika.
Good. Hum bisahirati.
Hum bisahirati.
Am kuntum bihi.
kuntum bihi.
See over here, this is Mim Sakin, but because we don't have a letter ba after it, we're not going to produce the nasal sound. So we're going to keep the sound clear. Kuntum, but because over here we have Mim Sakin, and after that we have letter ba, we're going to produce the slight nasal sound. Kuntum bihi.
Okay. Kuntum bihi.
Good. Ya'lam bi anna Allah.
Ya'lam
Bi anna Allah.
bi annallaha
Good. Rabbuhum bihim.
rabbuhum bihim.
Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Sport teacher, can I have another student, please?
A7363.
A7363. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. So do you have any questions?
No.
All right, so let's carry on with the exercise. So again, over here we have Mim Sakin, and the next letter is letter Ba. So we're going to produce slight nasal sound for 2 seconds. فَبَشِّرْهُمْ بِعَذَابٍ.
فَبَشِّرْهُمْ بِعَذَابٍ.
أَحْلَامُهُمْ بِهَذَا.
أَحْلَامُهُمْ بِهَذَا.
Remember, prolong the sound for 2 seconds. مُهُمْ بِهَذَا.
مُهُمْ بِهَذَا.
هُمْ بَارِزُونَ.
هُمْ بَارِزُونَ.
أَمْ بِهِ جِنَّةٌ.
أَمْ بِهِ جِنَّةٌ.
يَعْتَصِمْ بِاللَّهِ.
يَعْتَصِمْ بِاللَّهِ.
هُمْ بِآيَاتِنَا.
هُمْ بِآيَاتِنَا.
Remember, Mim Sakin followed by Ba. So we're going to prolong the sound for 2 seconds. هُمْ بِآيَاتِنَا.
هُمْ بِآيَاتِنَا.
All right, well done. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz. All right, so we're going to move on to the new chapter now, which is chapter 105, Surah Al-Fil. So we're going to practice this surah today, and we're going to incorporate all the rules that we've learned so far, as well as the new rule that we've just learned. So we're going to practice this chapter quite a few times now. But before we do that, I'm going to recite the chapter one time. So just try and concentrate and try and focus on all the rules that we have learned. So I'll start with the recitation. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل. ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل. وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فَجَعَلَهُمْ كَعَصْفٍ مَأْكُولٍ. So just to point out that the new rule that we've just learned today is over here. As we can see, we have Mim Sakin present, and right after it, the next letter is letter Ba. So just remember this rule that we've just learned. Mim Sakin followed by letter Ba. We produce a light nasal sound and we prolong it for 2 seconds. Other than this rule, there are quite other rules present within the chapter. But you have learned all those rules, so just try and incorporate them into your recitation. So we're going to start with the practice now. So support teacher, can I have a student please?
N8408.
N8408. Assalamu alaikum. N8408, are you there?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Chiku.
Alhamdulillah, that's good. So we're going to start with the practice of this chapter now, Surah Al-Fil. So just try and remember all the rules that we have learned and try and put them into your recitation, okay? And remember this new rule as well. So please start with your recitation whenever you're ready.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alam tara kaifa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil fil. Alam yaj'al kaydahum fi tazlil. Wa arsala alayhim tayran ababil. Tarmihim bihijaratin min sijil. Faja'alahum ka'asfin makul.
All right, Jazakumullah. Just to point out a few things, remember letter Ra with a fatha or a dhamma stroke is a thick letter. So try and keep the sound thick and heavy for letter Ra. Over here, we have vertical fatha, so we prolong the sound for 2 seconds. Bi ashabil. Over here, letter Jim is letter Jim with a sukoon is a kalkala letter. So whenever we have one of the kalkala letters, we produce a slight jerk sound. Yaj'al. Over here, we have letter Dawad. So remember, letter Dawad is a thick letter. And other than that, there's a particular sound that you make for letter Dawad. So whenever you're pronouncing letter Dawad, your tongue should roll and it should touch the sides of your tongue should touch the both the sides or either one of the sides of your mouth. It should touch the area where your teeth and your gums meet. So just try it whenever you're producing the dwad sound. Your tongue should roll and it should touch the side area of your mouth where your the portion where your teeth and your gums meet. So your tongue should touch that area. Just try and practice that at home. Dwad leel, dwad leel. So you'll see when you produce the sound, your tongue automatically touches the side area of your teeth and gums. Other than that, letter Tha is a thick letter, so keep the sound thick. Toi, again, letter Ra, a thick letter. Toiran. Over here we have Alif, Haruf-e-Madda. We prolong the sound for 2 seconds. Over here, Ya Sakin. And before that we have a Kasra, so again Haruf-e-Madda, we prolong the sound for 2 seconds. Over here we have Mim Sakin followed by Ba. The lesson we've just learned, new rule. So whenever we have Mim Sakin followed by a Ba, we produce the light nasal sound and prolong it for 2 seconds. Tarmihim bihijaratin. And over here we have Noon Sakin followed by one of the Ikhfa letters. So whenever we have one of the Ikhfa letters, we produce the nasal sound. sijil. One thing I wanted to point out, yes, over here. So we can see that we have Mim Sakin present, but because the next letter is not ba or not Mim, this is one of the rules that you did last week. We don't produce any nasal sound. We produce a clear sound. Alayhim toiran. But because over here we have letter Mim Sakin followed by ba, we produce a nasal sound. Tarmihim bihijaratin. So this is the difference. So try and keep that in mind. Other than that, your recitation was good. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz.
Allah
Hafiz. So support teacher, can I have another student, please?
Next level is A7381.
A7381, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you?
I'm good.
Alhamdulillah, that's
How are
good. I'm fine, Alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. So we're going to practice the same chapter again. Try and keep in mind this new rule that we have just done and also all the rules that you've learned previously. Try and put them into your recitation and please start whenever you're ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم تر كيف آل ربك بأصحاب الفيل ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فجعلهم كعصف مأكول.
MashaAllah, your recitation was really nice. And you did try and follow all the rules. Just to point out a few small tidbits over here and there. So over here, you missed one of the letter fas. So you read kayfa'ala instead of kayfa fa'ala. And then over here, letter alif with a fatha, simple fatha stroke, no vertical fatha or no madda letter. So we're not supposed to prolong the sound. Ababil instead of ababil. You did follow this rule, so that's really good. Over here, when you were doing the ikhfa, remember, letter mim has a kasra stroke, so we're going to keep the kasra sound instead of ma sajil, keep it ma sajil. Okay?
Okay.
So remember, we have a kasra, min, so you would have read it as min. So now, because you're doing ikhfa, ma sajil. Okay?
Mim Sakin.
Good. Other than that, your recitation was really good, mashallah. So well done. Keep it up. And Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. So support teacher, can I have another student, please?
Next Nasra is N83.
N83.
I think lost. N8390.
N8390. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine, Alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. Alright, so again, we're going to practice the same chapter. Remember all the rules. Remember this new rule that we've just done. And please start whenever you're ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل الجيم فجعلهم كعصف مأكول.
Jazakumullah. Mashallah, your recitation was really nice. Just to point out a few small things. Letter Ta, a thick and heavy letter. Ta'iran. Over here. Oh, yes, you did follow the rule over here. But over here, we have Mim Mushaddad present. So remember, Gunna rule. Bihijaratim. So we're going to prolong the sound for 2 seconds. Right after that, we have the Nun Sakin followed by letter Sin, which is a Ikhfa letter. So we're going to produce the Gunna sound, nasal sound, and prolong it for 2 seconds. Bihijaratim min sijil. And over here, again, Mim Mushaddad, the Gunna rule. Qasim ma'kul. Other than that, your recitation was really nice, mashallah. So well done. Jazakumullah. No problem. Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz. All right, support teacher, can I have another student, please?
Next student is A7369.
A7369, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good.
Alhamdulillah, that's good. So we're going to practice the same chapter. Remember all the rules and
Yes.
try and incorporate them into your recitation. So please start whenever you're ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Yes, start from here. Are you there? So I can't hear you. Are you there?
He
Or
got
is-
he got muted. I cannot unmute him again. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. What's his ID?
A7369.
Let me try it. A73. A736. Even I can't unmute him. That's strange.
Okay.
All right, so let's just move on to another student. Or A7369, can you try and unmute yourself? Try unmute yourself, please. If you can do it. I'm not sure if. It's strange. I can't unmute him either. So, anyways, let's just move. Sorry, A7369. We're going to move on to the next student now.
A7379.
A7379. Assalamu alaikum. A7379. Okay, there seems to be some problem.
A7382.
A7382. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine.
This
Alhamdulillah.
is
Jazakumullah for asking.
A7388. This student.
A7388.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to practice the same chapter now. So please keep all the rules in mind and start whenever you're ready.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فجعلهم كعصف مأكول.
All right, Jazakumullah. So just to point out a few things. Again, letter Ra, thick and heavy letter. Keep the sound thick. Over here we have letter Jim with the sukoon. So it's one of the kalkala letters. And we produce a slight jerking sound. Yaj'al. Over here, letter Dawad, thick and heavy letter. Try and keep the sound thick. And I just taught a technique how to produce the Dawad sound. So try and practice that more. Over here we have Ya Sakin, and before that we have a Kasra stroke. So we have Haruf Madda. So we're going to prolong the sound for 2 seconds. Over here, the new rule, Mim Sakin followed by letter Ba, Tarmihim bi. So we're supposed to produce a light nasal sound and prolong it for 2 seconds. Over here, Noon Sakin followed by one of the Ikhfa letters, Min Sijil. And over here we have Alif Sakin present. So we're going to produce a jerk sound, Ma'kul. Other than that, your recitation was really good, mashallah. So Jazakumullah for your help and participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz. All right, Allah Hafiz. So support teacher, can I have another student, please?
Next, Nasra is N8391.
N8391, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm fine. Jazakumullah for asking. All right, so one more time, we practice the same chapter. Try and remember all the rules as well as this new rule. And please start whenever you're ready.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل ألم يفعل كيدهم في تذليل وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فجعلهم كعصف مأكول.
Jazakumullah. Nice recitation, mashallah. Just to point out a few things again. Letter Ra, thick and heavy letter. Keep the sound thick. Letter Jim, kalkala letter. We produce a slight jerking sound. Over here, we have a Noon Sakin followed by Sin. So we are going to follow the Ikhfa rule. Min Sijil, produce the slight nasal sound and prolong it for 2 seconds. And remember all the thick and heavy letters. So letter Ta, letter Ra.
Hello?
These are all. Sorry?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Support teacher, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. So I think there might be some issue on their side, but yeah, these were few of her mistakes. I'm not sure if she's listening or not, but yeah. Other than that, her recitation was nice. So Jazakumullah for your help. So we're going to do one last student now before we end our class. So support teacher, can I have another student, please?
A7390.
A739.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you? Hello? There seems to be a lot of audio issue today.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
Fine, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah for asking. So, same chapter. Remember, please try and remember all the rules. and this new rule. And please start your recitation whenever you're ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فجعلهم كعصف مأكول.
Jazakumullah. Nice recitation, mashallah. Just to point out a few things. Letter Ra, thick and heavy letter. Let's keep the sound thick. Over here we have Ain with a fatha stroke, simple fatha. There's no alif after that, so we're not going to prolong the sound. Fa'ala instead of fa'ala. Letter Ta, thick letter, keep the sound thick. New rule, Mim Sakin followed by letter Ba, so we produce nasal sound and prolong it for 2 seconds. Him, bi. And over here we have Mim Mushaddad as well as over here Mim Mushaddad. So remember the Gunna rule, prolong the sound for 2 seconds. Over here we have Noon Sakin followed by Ikhfa letter Sin. So we're going to produce the nasal sound and prolong it for 2 seconds. Sijil. And over here Alif carries a sukoon, so we need to produce a slight jerking sound. Ma'kul. Other than that, your recitation was really good, mashallah. So well done. Jazakumullah for your help and participation.
Teacher,
Yeah.
teacher, I just want to ask, just to inform you that every Friday I can't do this class because I have tuition. It's just to say that if I just miss a class every Friday, so I'm just saying that if it's all right.
So we have this email address that we show at the beginning. Sorry about that. When we show at the beginning. So over here, info@nqc.org.uk. If possible, please email at this ID. So we'll try and sort this out if we can. Okay.
And teacher,
Yeah.
I can watch online videos.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes. So yes, you can find all the videos online. They're all available. All the lessons are available online. Okay. So Jazakumullah and Allah Hafiz.
Hafiz.
Right. So your homework for today is to practice the same chapter that we've just done, Surah Al-Fil. So practice this chapter and remember the new rule that we've done today, reading with light nasal sound, Mim Sakin, Ikhfa Mim Sakin rule, which is whenever you have Mim Sakin present and the next letter after it is letter Ba, you produce a light nasal sound and prolong it for 2 seconds. So remember this rule and all the other rules that you've learned so far and try and incorporate them into your recitation and practice the same chapter that we have done today. Chapter 105, Surah Al-Fil. You can find this new rule in lesson 25, exercise 17, page number 116. So we're going to end our class today with the ending prayer. So support teacher, can I have a student please?
A7395.
A7395, Assalamu alaikum.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah, jazakumullah for asking. So can you please read this ending prayer for me, please?
Yes. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم ارحمني بالقرآن العظيم واجعله لي إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة.
Jazakumullah, and the translation as well, please.
Oh Allah, have mercy on me through the great Quran and make it for me the light
the leader, the guidance, and the say.
Jazakumullah, very well read. So Jazakumullah for your husband participation. And until next time, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. So Jazakumullah everyone for attending today's class. I hope that you did learn something new today. Just try and remember as many rules as you can and try and practice as much as you can. The more you practice, the more fluent you'll get with it. Jazakumullah for attending. And hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow, inshallah. So until then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.